at Willow Springs, and we've got a shootout between a Dutch supercar and a modern version of an American icon. No tops, no driver aids, and tons of power. So stay tuned. On this head-to-head, it's the ultra-exclusive Spyker C8 going up against a 427 Cobra from Superformance. This full-throttle showdown is brought to you by Royal Purple. This is a challenge between two different interpretations on the pure driving experience. We're running them flat out on the track and then lining them up for a head-to-head drag race. Here's the specs. The Spyker uses a 4.2-liter Audi V8 with 400 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque, while the Cobra's 7-liter Roush has 520 horsepower and 520 foot-pounds. Both cars are light, but the Cobra is 300 pounds lighter, and this Cobra costs half as much as the Spyker.
My name is Vinny Russo. I'm with Spyker North America, and today we're going to go head-to-head with a Superformance Cobra. The Spyker is a very rare car. There's less than 200 worldwide. It's built in Holland. It's hand-built, all aluminum. One of the unique features about this car, and one of the reasons that we really wanted it up against the older Cobra, is because there are no driver aids in the car. There's no traction control like you would normally get in a car of this price class. You know, the car is only going to react to what Samuel does to it. It's not going to do anything on its own. The doors on the car open up vertically. They're controlled by the keyless entry system, so as you approach the car, you can actually swing the doors open, and then you close them manually. The pedals are all machined aluminum. The interior is all hand-stitched leather. Everything is kind of a throwback from the days that the original company made airplanes in the early part of the century. It's like driving automotive jewelry.
Hi, my name is Carl Lay. I'm from Pasadena, California. Today my car is going head-to-head against a Spyker C8, and it's going to kick its butt. The car was actually turnkey minus engine and transmission, but after we got the car, we took it completely apart, powder coated all the chrome to black, upgraded the brakes front and rear. We took out the stock gauges that come in the Superformance model, which are Smith's gauges, and put upgraded gauges in there that are all electronic. For the way it drives, it's pretty much just raw horsepower. If you're not careful, first, second, even up into third gear, you push down the throttle too much, it will still turn around very quickly on you if you push down the gas and not watching what you're doing. It's raw horsepower, absolutely. I think it's going to be a lot faster than the Spyker C8. Even though they've got a lot of horsepower, they don't have as much horsepower. They do have some refinements that the Cobra doesn't have, but I think it's going to be a lot faster through the straightaways and overall times.
Behind the wheel of these two supercars is Sammy the Crazy Swede Hubinet. He's a pro drifter, factory test driver, and Hollywood stunt driver. He'll hammer these cars on the track and give us his honest opinion of what they're like to drive. The big track at Willow Springs is an ultra-high-speed road course. It's 2.5 miles with 9 turns. Turn 8 is the fastest in the US, and both of these cars can approach 150 on the front straight. Now let's see what these cars are like to drive. It's time to race.
Cobra Superformance, Roush V8. There's no airbag there. There's no people up there. I don't have a full-blown roll cage either. It's dangerous. Yep, you can feel the speed here. Throttle power, broken power, so much in the car for sure.
Cobra turned a fast lap of 136.31 with an average speed of 93.45 miles an hour. Timing segment compliments of Race Pack.
Okay, with the Spyker C8. What an interesting car. It's such a unique vehicle. You got no power brakes. It's really a raw power car with modern technology, with an Audi 4.2 V8, nice 6 gears, manual gearbox. It really feels fancy in here. I don't feel like I belong here. I'm not used to this fancy interior. Sounds great. I just got out of the Cobra. It was so loud. This thing comes out pretty sophisticated and obviously much more quiet. The mid-range power of the V is good, but the top end is just dead. Feels like after 5,500 RPM, it's just a waste. It's very nervous in the front, and it's a progressive power steering, which comes out really awkward sometimes. It's definitely the driver's car. You got to be on it. The rear end pops out really quick on you.
The Spyker was over a second and a half slower with a hot lap of 137.93 and an average speed of 91.90 miles an hour. Now it's time for a real-world drag race. No camera tricks, just 2 pro drivers. Here it goes. The Cobra was brutally quick with an 11.2, the Spyker a 12.8. Okay, it's time to tally the score and declare a winner. The engine goes to the Roush 427 SR with its massive muscle, which means the drag race was the Cobra's too. Handling goes to the Spyker, which is much more refined than the Cobra, which is truly scary. And the quick lap goes to the Cobra. Both cars deliver a pure driving experience, so this is really about personal preference. The Spyker is about refinement, while the Cobra is all about brute power. The kind of power that'll tear your head off when you stab at the throttle. And that's why we take the Cobra any day of the week. So until next time, folks, that's it from Head to Head.